welcome everyone to another edition of Living Simply Fun. I'm your host, Rita. This is an offline video because some of you are wondering what's going on. So let me just break it down to you. I moved the camera a bit. The sun's out today. We're having freezing weather and we're due for another snowstorm soon. But anyways, let me just talk to you all for a bit. What's going on? Some of you have been worried probably what's happened to me since I haven't surfaced yet online. And let's just say with the weather being snowy, the roads being, whatever, and the sidewalks aren't being, whatever, I've been holed up here. Now, it's not a bad thing. I mean, I can send Chloe out to get toilet paper, shaving cream, and stuff that's needed. But basically, some people have asked what's going on. So let me tell you. Well, the last time I did an update video wasn't bad. So what happened was, as you all know, Chloe basically went and held me against my will on last Saturday, a week ago. So let's see, 10 days ago. And as you all know, what happened with the whole hospital thing when the police discharged me. Well, I wanted to say the other night I was drinking, and Chloe, I told Chloe to pack up and leave. She's got her suitcases in the living room packed. Now, I know some of you out there like Tara and A.K. Dinky and the rest say, oh, well, she won't leave. She's got it comfortable. I know Mother Danielle watches this, so, don't worry. I'm alive. So what has happened is I decided to take a break from the internet. Problem is I need to get a cable for the router, and the router cable's gone. Missing. Don't know. Other problem is I haven't messaged anyone. My phone's gone. Okay, so technically we won't go into details. It's just gone, basically broken. So technically I gotta buy a new phone next month at Walmart. Same phone, just at least the new one won't have dents, and maybe I can get me a case to go with it. But anyways, so one of the projects I've been holding off on is a spreadsheet. So as Chloe said, she's been wanting me to spend some time with gaming. So one of the games I'm going to get into eventually is this one, Etrian Odyssey 5. There's a new one that just came out, Etrian Odyssey Nexus for the DS, I think. Or no, it's 3DS. So I'm going to get that one soon. So basically, some of the games I've been playing is, Skyrim on the Switch. This one came in recently, Cosmic Star Hero, and it's an RPG by Limited Run Games. It's something I love, RPGs. And so I got a couple more RPGs coming in. It was due in Monday, and the weather's delayed it. So another game that I got, Chloe got me, I think it was her, I don't know, was Civilization 6, so I still got to work on that. But some of my games I got to get into Diablo 3 again. I got to get back into that. I've been playing Skyrim. Last night was funny. The manual said to go ahead and assassinate a guy in Whiterun. I did that thinking I got away with it. Instead, I had an 11,000 coin bounty on my head. And then I went and paid it off, and I got to work on getting the houses, which I do love the Spelunky missions, going here and going there, do this mission, do that. But I finished the Mages Guild, I finished the Assassins Guild, I finished the Thieves Guild. Well, except for building the Thieves Guild up again, I'm having trouble trying to locate the ledger to forge the documents in Whiterun Stables. Otherwise, I'm good. So, but yeah, I got another mission to do with the Assassin's Guild, so technically, on that. So, but yeah. So, and then the companions, I still got the Civil War side to choose, the Blades of Greybeards, and so forth and so on. So, with me, it's just, it's fun, because I'm mapping it out, and, you gotta go here, and it's like walk through the forest, so I'm making a dent in the map, and I really do love going through caves, and collecting goods, and, etc. Those Draugr overlords are a pain in the butt, though, but I've learned that, you know, even though I am not a mage so much, I still use fire to weaken them, and I use a two-handed sword pretty much to knock them down. So, you know, I do have a custom-made Warhammer Ebony. So, you know, it's all good. But anyways, I know Tara's sitting there saying, well, you sent me to watch this vid, now we're talking about, uh, games. Well, you know, it's something I enjoy. Now, let's get back to the problem at hand, okay? So, I asked Chloe to leave. Basically, there's a few problems here, you know. Tara says, well, can't you guys get along at least? I mean, she's on the lease. Until she's off the lease, she doesn't have to leave. Well, you know, there's a lot of problems, you know. For one, I need to get my medical records. It's been 10 days, so I'm hoping it's in the mail, and I can actually look over the hospital to find out why I was discharged and, you know, what was said, so I can make the proper assessment. That's one thing I love, you know, watching the prophecy movies. Basically, it stated, you know, that, I loved it because the prophecy movies talked about, you know, it's not knowing that's the exciting part, you know, and it is. And, you know, even though, like, last night I ran into my Jehovah's Witness neighbor, she's a sweetheart. We talked for 20 minutes outside. She was cold, but she's like, hey, the mail's not been able to be flown in, sea-tax down, trucks aren't moving, the entire state's in a statewide crisis because of the snowstorms, and so people are sitting there thinking, oh, well, Rita's internet's out. Well, besides the router cable missing and the router not working properly and the Wi-Fi shot the shit, basically, I have to go to the library again. And the other reason is the bill never came in. And they said, well, because we lose internet 20 hours a day from Zito, I said, why pay it? So they were like, well, if you don't pay it, well, it's not in my name anyway, so I don't give a shit. So, you know, and I figured before I get to Skyrim, I would tell you what's going on, you know, and tell you all is good. I got some envelopes here I gotta get today, because I'm going to be writing up some letters this week. It's time for me to sit down and write some letters. I have the stamps. The only stamps I've used is one sent out to my release of information for, my release, and so I'm excited about that. You know, Chloe basically handed me some papers today, her discharge summary from Smoky Point, and she's like, I don't want to know about it. Well, they say it's unknown, but down Asperger's when it's supposed to be autistic spectrum disorder, so I'm just like, and we're waiting for the Smoky Point records to be reissued again. I paid for them. That's another thing that Tara's like, well, why? She ain't getting on disability. Well, we still need to know, because frankly, you know, I need to know. And, you know, so one of the things that's happened recently was, Chloe, you know, held me against my will, and, then the police came out 9 hours later, sorry, so look, if this was in a 4-hour period, you'd be going to jail. Don't do it against DV. So, you know, and then the other night, Sunday night, Chloe called, before the phone is gone, broken. Basically what happened was the sheriff came out, and I was heading up to the hospital because I was losing it and I'm having some problems, and honestly, that's why my sister says, oh, well, sheriff stopped me and said where I was headed. I said, I'm going up there, and he says, nah, chill the fuck out, that's what he said, and go to sleep. I said, I don't want to sleep. I said, I'm not tired, maybe I'll go play a video game. He said, yes. So he said, turn around and go in. I said, what if I don't? Am I going to jail? He goes, no, I just want you to go in. Then when I was walking away, I stopped because Moppy had to poo, so I picked it up, and I heard him say to Chloe, look, the relationship's toxic. It's because of you, Chloe. Secondly, you have so many mental problems you need to get taken care of. And 3 is, alcohol poisoning is classified if you drink a half-gallon of whiskey like a Mexican guy did in Texas. That's alcohol poisoning. If Rita drinks 6 or 8 shots, it's not alcohol poisoning. She's just drunk. And she can hold her liquor, however. Because she's out, I hope she doesn't buy any more. But he said, look, you've burned your bridges with Compass. You've burned your bridges with the hospital. You've burned your bridges here. You've burned your bridges there. You're burning your resources. The only one that's getting the resources is Rita, but you're burning your resources. And you're causing Rita to do this. Think of Rita. He says, what are you, narcissistic? And this guy was great. And he's like, what are you? Well, I ran into Monday night. And he's like, what are you up to? Drinking? I go, no, walking the dog. You know, I'm playing games. And, you know, he says, how are you feeling? You had a hangover the next morning? I said, no. But I was in the snow, and he actually picked me up and says, come on, I don't want you freezing to death. Chill the fuck out and, relax, but anyways, like I said, I pretty much asked, like I said, Tara and Corey know this, and Mother Danielle said that Chloe needs to get help. We were looking at a place called Seymour, but I gotta go to town in 14 days tomorrow to buy a new phone. 14 days today is when payday comes. So this time around, I don't have my card, so I could probably go down to the gas station, but I frankly will send Chloe down to the gas station just so she can get money so we can go off island. And when I get in Anacortes, I'll buy her tickets and we'll go straight to Walmart for the phone. So another thing I wanted to share with you all is basically, I'm writing letters out. I got to finish up the budget. I'm on top of the current spreadsheets is 10. I could probably go a couple times this month to get them done. Once I get my phone back into working operations, I will use the online feature to tether, and I won't have to worry. Right now, I'm not worried because, I need this time away from Facebook because I'm tired of the drama. And tomorrow I plan to go to the library if the roads are cleared, so I can and Saturday and Sunday, so I can get out and about. I've been using my treadmill a lot. I should have tell this to Tara, but right now my phone's not available. One of the things Chloe thought about doing is going to Vegas and be a prostitute. Another option is go to her mom, which is flat out right now. She's got some stuff from, what do you call it? Allegheny Links in, Pennsylvania. They said they'd help her, so she'd go to Allegheny Links. She asked to. That's where they have housing and stuff, and, etc. So, but, basically, one of the things I wanted to say was that, if you are autistic, you can't be borderline and narcissistic and all this. So, it's hard for the Social Security office to diagnose, and we have to call Social Security to reschedule again. Once we get our medical last for the records, I am gonna have to spend probably in April $150 or more just to get her autism record, so we know exactly what to submit. Because Social Security told us last time in the exhibit file that Social Security sent the records. They said pay us. We're a private practice. We can demand what we want. So, but anyways, this isn't about mental health. This is just an update for you all. So I've been playing Skyrim. I need to finish up Phantasy Star 2. I do need to finish that up. That's on the Sega Collection. The Sega Collection is really cool, because it's got 53 games in it, I think it is, or 50 games. It's like 53. And, right here, the Sega Collection, and the Genesis Collection, and, it was a good Christmas present, too. I mean, I got plenty of games for Christmas. I gotta get back into Harvest Moon. I do need to pick up affordable copy of the actual game of that one Minecraft, and I'll be doing that soon. But I just wanted to share that with you all because people out there want to say, hey Gabby, Lexi, Tara J. Basically, like I said, the sheriff just said go in, and so forth, but he said the toxic relationship and it's Chloe's fault. So, Chloe has got almost the kitchen completely clean. All she's got to do is organize the kitchen cupboard and clear up the junk on her side of the table and wipe it completely down. And I'll sit down and write letters out. And then she's got to clear the blue chair in the living room and vacuum. And then the halls, her room's tomorrow, and then this room's the next day, and then we'll move the treadmill in here and plug it in. So we'll have it plugged in, ready to go, so I can actually do podcasts while I'm on the treadmill in here. So, but anyways, I thought I'd share with that. I still got to sit down with the budget. I made an agreement with one of my creditors. I'll get double payment next month because my card was... as everyone knows, my card, someone tried to activate it, and it was a company I never heard of. So it's like, what? Huh? What? So they locked it, and so, that sucked. And so, I gotta set that up, and, but anyways, yeah. So, Jess, I'm still alive. I'm just not online because of no phone. And, frankly, it's a good time to relax, So, another thing I'm really worried about is the mail. The mail's supposed to be around. And, I should sit down and do up my extra totals on my new project that is almost done. Like I said, I got 10 spreadsheets to go. I'm thinking of toying with going to the library, or at least waiting till next month and just hammering out a second and third set of ones I don't update that often and just get it done. And then total them up and see where we stand. So, Now, a lot of you out there, it was about time I tell you what I was going to say, okay? Chloe, one of the things people sit there and say to me is, Rita, why do you keep Chloe around? And by the way, I had a bath today. It felt really good. I just threw on my jammies again because, I'm loafing around in my jammies. I mean, literally, fresh clothes, just, Next month's purchases, let's talk about that before I talk about Chloe. I gotta get a new phone and socks. That's a must. And I'm not buying makeup next month. I'm out. No way I'm going to buy makeup. I mean, we're really gonna be tight yet again. We don't even know if the government's gonna shut down tomorrow. Friday. So, we don't know, there's 2 days to go, so no one knows. So, but anyways, let's just get down to brass tacks, but I gotta get socks and a new phone and a phone card. And, but that's the purchase for this month. I'm gonna try to get Super Mario Brothers Deluxe for the Switch. I know not Chloe Terrace, the guy would. But anyways, so, basically, the other possibility is if Chloe's mom doesn't get her ticket, I'm going to have to. So that's something I want to share with you all, which means that my delay for going to Portland is going to be delayed till May. I mean, I got to get Moppy's fleas under control, and they gave us some Advantix to kill, and it didn't work. So I either got to make sure the house needs to be flea bombed or something or other. I don't know. And then the reason I'm keeping Chloe here, and let me just tell you the reason Chloe's cleaning. Okay, Chloe doesn't want to leave, but I told Chloe, this place has to be clean, and Chloe was how do I put it? I pay the electricity, I pay the rent, most of the groceries, the tobacco, everything. So I'm like, can't you just do your own job, So she's doing it. She doesn't want to leave, and she wants to prove herself. And the other thing I told Chloe is once she gets the hallway done and reorganizes the gaming and movies and stuff on the shelves and gets everything organized all over, we'll be better off. Because, Chloe's like, can't we just buy a storage shed, rent one? And I'm like, look, we got a spare room we can put a queen mattress down for guests, and we can use it as storage. You sleep in the living room anyways on the floor, or, the mattress is in there anyways for Chloe anyways, and she doesn't want to use it, so just use that room as a storage room. Why pay extra money, And then, the house will be completely clean and organized, and so, she's doing her job. I'm going to do Skyrim soon. She wants to play Skyrim today, I guess. So, basically, you guys are wondering, why did I keep Chloe, around? Well, I'll tell you. 2 reasons. One is, I was hoping that she told me when she got on disability, I'd get, back pay from her for supporting her. And so that I'm hoping out that would help with a huge amount of video games and supplies. Unfortunately, right now it's a no-go, and so technically, no one knows what's going on at all. So basically, we need to, the whole back pay thing. So that's the only reason. Now, am I jeopardizing my health? Yes, I am. Fortunately. That's one of the things the sheriff said to me in the hospital was, I'm jeopardizing my health. He said it ain't worth it, because, etc. Now, let me tell you about an incident that happened, okay? Chloe wanted to leave us to go for it. I'm not holding her back. The problem is I asked Chloe this morning, okay? I went in to make some coffee. And this is just, it's not an incident, it's not a psychotic episode, it's just downright disturbing. For everyone wondering, let me give you a couple examples. Like, I know TJ and Lexi have been curious about this, so I might as well just spill it today. Now, on the day the police assaulted me, they were harassing Chloe for about an hour. And I asked Chloe what they said, and she says, oh, I can't remember. Well, even if the lovely Chloe can't remember, I was hoping she would. Now, that was just one incident. Now, Chloe forgets to turn burners off, and the oven was on all night, so, all night. So I was sitting there going, great. There goes the electric bill, it's skyrocketed. So, the bill's going to be super high because, the oven's been left on a couple times, and stuff. And I'm just panicked because we live on an island, we have the subsidy, but our subsidy's going down because, this problem. And Chloe's like, do you want me to ship out? And I'm thinking to myself, honestly, I don't know right now because I'm thinking Skyrim, but I also am worried about the electric bill. I'm worried about getting my medical records, and I'm worried about getting my mail. I mean, and then what eats me up is, this whole thing, thinking about Chloe. What resources is she actually burning through? Okay, look, I got mental health subsidy and I got a electric subsidy, to help with the bills. What resources is it? Is it the sheriff? Oh, you're burning your resources? Oh, well, that's fine. He didn't explain it, and Chloe just went in with that, so... frankly, I just don't know, and frankly, I just can't figure it out. It's like last night, okay? Let me tell you a story. Now, game related for a second. Chloe is getting mad at me last night. The intermittent temper disorder. Turns around, she gets mad. I said, I don't have my glasses. That's something I gotta purchase. And I can't see. I mean, I'm like 4 feet from a huge screen TV, and I'm playing it on Skyrim on the Switch, and then I'm like this when I'm playing it really close, and so she turns around, and I says, where's this magical bow that they left? Because the bow seems cool, and I don't mind it, and she finally found it, and then she tells me to do this and that, and she's like, this is why I can't cope with someone who's severely disabled. Well, almost out of my mouth was going to say, well, I'm going blind, I'm losing my hearing, I don't understand well, even the manual doesn't tell us, and so forth, and so on, that, maybe what you need is, etc. I was going to open my mouth and say, well, I'm getting paid for my disabilities, because, but I kept my mouth shut, because that's a trigger for her. So, and, so, technically, I'm not complaining at all, The game thing is, I can flunk, I can read maps, everything. It's just trying to learn. Aaron taught me, but when it came to that specific thing, it was hard, And so, so yeah, I wanted to share that with you all. That she, that, things happen, so I'll be going to the library and uploading this in a day or two, so you guys can't worry, I'm still alive, I'm just not answering my phone and messaging, which is a good thing, because as I told Tara the other day, I love Tara and Corey dearly, they're my family, they will always be my family, and I wish them always the best in everything. So the other day, let me talk about my conversation with Tara. We're talking about Chloe, and Chloe's got it made here, preloading and everything else, and I finally snapped at Chloe and said, either do your jobs here or out. I mean, literally. And so Chloe's like busting her ass. But anyways, what happened was, I was telling, etc. And Tara says, well, why can't you guys get along? Well, I tried. But, the intermittent explosive temper disorder, which came from her mom, I have seen her mom get violently angry on the phone one day, yelling at some guy to move his effing car, move that piece of shit, and, it was just on and on and on. But, yeah, it was just, but, so, basically, when it comes to Chloe, we were talking about, things, and I said maybe I'll bring Chloe down to March, go to the mental hospital I went to. Yet when I talked to him, they said it's iffy on Medicaid. So we were thinking of taking her to Skagit Hospital. Unfortunately, having her medicated is one thing, but having her go just because she forgot to none of she's like, "Oh, do you think I should go?" And it's like, thing is if I tell my family, "Oh, I'm feeling suicidal" or something, they would say, "Go get help." Whereas me, I tell Chloe, "Look, it's in your it's in your hands. I can't just sit there and say, turn around. You're going to the hospital." It doesn't work that way, literally. So technically, it's not a a good thing. So, but anyway, so my trip's delayed because of fleas and the fact that I might have some money on a ticket to get her out. Anyways, once this place is clean, because frankly, that's not abuse. I'm really excited for the records so I can see exactly what happened because frankly, uh, literally, I want to know what literally happened in my records because I don't share my records with most people, but I will for you guys. Because I think the nurses were idiots because they brought in a sheriff for whatever reason and they didn't. Oh, well, you were a threat. No, it wasn't. The threatening one's usually Chloe. So technically, I'm not a threat. So another thing is we you know there's a lot of stuff going on in my head in my life, and I'm trying to work through it, and be off the internet right now because frankly I just do spreadsheets and check gaming news and CNN. That's about it. So but yeah. Anyway, so one of the purchases, like I said, is I got to get socks and I got to get a phone, and I'll probably pick up some frozen pizzas. And we're taking the cooler with us next this month on the 28th. That's when we go shopping again. Yeah, the 28th, and we're gonna pick up groceries. No, I think I get paid the 28th, so that means I go on the March 1st. So but still, it's not that long away. Every day gets closer. Like I said, I'm excited for my records. Excited the mailman will probably come today. They've been delayed everywhere, so other mail's been delayed. So I'm like, what happened? What gives? What can happen? Literally no mail. I mean, the library was closed yesterday. Monday and Tuesday were closed because of snow. I think Sunday they were closed too. So, but anyways, the oven incident was just something that bothered me because it was on all night, probably 12 hours, so at 350. So you can see the electricity bill. So I was kind of worried about that. Chloe's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And it's like, "I'll be fine once I get the mail and I can play Skyrim." And, tonight's dinner is either mac and cheese, frozen pizza. We got plenty of spaghetti. I'm concerned with Chloe's food supply because I don't know what her ramen bowls are like. I got cases and cases of ramen as a backup, and I have money put away just in case for an emergency. So, but I'm worried about the government, and I'm worried about this, and, it's, it's not good, not good at all. And so, I thought I'd share it with you all because, frankly, it's the way it is, and so, um, on that aspect, and so, so, but yeah. Anyways, I'm not complaining about Chloe. It was just, all these things, and I got to be frugal, next month too because of the phone and the phone card and my socks. Once I get my socks, I should be a lot happier on that aspect. And get Mario Brothers U Deluxe, and then that just leaves me with the 2 Pokemons and a few others. I'm gonna have to work on putting together a game order from April. I got to reschedule a doctor's appointment. We were supposed to be there yesterday. Unfortunately, snow kept us from it. No phone. I did cancel Friday. They just didn't answer the phone, so we're safe. I said due to unseen weather forecasts, in their city, that where we're supposed to go, Wenatchee was just completely covered in snow. So, but yeah, I've got a primary care physician meeting in May. So right before after my appointment, I'll be getting into the ferry, and then going to town to take the train down to Portland and see a doctor. And I'll see the doctor and I'll get my vagina looked at. And so, yeah, so that's your update. There's nothing much going on. The alcohol, of course, as Corey was worried. I made a joke with him the other day in Messenger. I said, hey, You know, I said I don't drink that often, but when I do, I do. Usually it's beer or wine, not hard liquor anymore. I did get some 90 proof Ezra Brooks, that's my favorite, and you know, the Indian reservation had it for like 23, so it was like half gallon. Okay, I'll take it. You know, and what I'm thinking is if I'm going to drink Ezra, I'm going to drink it in the evenings if I get some more, because I frankly like it in the evenings right before bed. It helps me sleep. You know, better than sleeping meds. How, you know, just a couple shots, you know, you're out like late. Last night I fell asleep on the bed, and then I woke up because my body was hanging over. Chloe slept on the floor, which is good because I frankly don't like the twerks. I mean, Chloe will sit there and twerk with the log roll back and forth, waking me up, and you know, the other is Moppy sitting there chewing on himself in the middle of the night, waking me up. I'd have to blow on him. He's literally almost tried to not bite my nose a few times just because, but you know, not you know. So, but now you guys know what's going on with me and what's going on with everything else. So, you know. Chloe, Tara's right. We got to get along somehow. So technically, I'm just trying to play Skyrim. You know, I got letters to write. Project that I've been putting off for months. I'm gonna sit down and write. And then I'm gonna sit down and play Skyrim again. That's something I'm enjoying. I mean, I have a whole bunch of games, as Chloe knows. So I just got to get into them. You know, the latest game that came in the mail recently, I believe, was this one, Bowser's Inside Story, and Bowser Jr.'s Journey. The only one I'm missing is the original, Something in Time, you know, Partners in Time, I think it was, you know, otherwise, you know, I have Mario Luigi, Superstar Saga, yeah, Partners in Time is the only one I don't have, and, I believe, you know, because I have the entire Etrian series, and then, I have a whole bunch up here, too, probably I haven't, so, but you get the idea, everyone. I just, you know, and then, you know, once everything gets situated again and we're actually, mellowed out a lot better here, I'll start purchasing some more games to play, and just play them throughout the month and do my spreadsheets. So the spreadsheets will get less and less because the games are purchased. Now, you're probably wondering about the other set of spreadsheets. Now, I don't talk about my spreadsheet works. It's all video game pricing, but I'm going to do strategy guide, books, and music and movies. So that's going to be when I get my phone up and running, I will probably do that. You know, I'm not really in a hurry because, frankly, I got too many games to play already. Secondly, you know, hey, where are you going? Here, take the keys. Check the mail. Thank you. So, thank you. Love you. So, basically, she went out for a smoke. And Moppy just hopped out of the closet. So, anyways, you guys get the idea. You know, with it being 3:15, you know, I want to get into some gaming and figure out dinner. You know, I might just make mac and cheese tonight. You know, I'm down to one box. I have to talk about another thing too. I got you guys listening is. I need to talk to Tara. Tara, if you're watching this, I hope you are, because I know, you know, this is an offline vid you can watch anytime, and I highly encourage you to. Is I need to talk to you about my order. I screen captured it once from Walmart. I got a boatload of coffee. One of the things is I'd like to get my coffee, you know, if possible. I could always just pick it up, but we're limited on supplies, so I need to figure out if I'm taking ice chests and grabbing frozen pizzas for next month. So that's my protein, the meat pizzas and sausage pizzas. Or, do I go get some Salisbury steaks? Now, Chloe's out for a minute, so let me just say, you know, I'm not talking bad about her. But, you know, honestly, I don't think a mental hospital is going to work. Now, I spoke to the mental hospitals that, and because when Chloe held me like this and then started decompressing, they said that she needed to go back to Cascade. That's where she went the last, 2 times before. And, they said they'd properly medicate her and won't let her leave until she's properly medicated. Unfortunately, getting Chloe to Skagit Hospital is another story, but also, you know, for you, the viewers, the viewers is, that, Living Simply funds saving money too, and frankly, I don't think the taxpayer should be paying to send her to Tukwila by ambulance or etc. But, that's one thing I wanted to talk to Tara about. So, Tara, if you're watching this, I encourage you did. That, yes? That you, give me advice on that. I don't want to send her to Oregon, but, the thing is currently we don't have a phone. So, it was broken. And so I'm like panicked. I was going to replace the stylus, but, now I just got to buy the entire phone. So what the hell, right? So $129 with tax. I'll buy it. And then, I'll take care of what's needed, but I also will get groceries, I'm probably going to have to resupply us shaving cream, razor blades. Chloe's running through her blades really quickly, and I'm on blade 3 out of 12, so I'm good. I don't want to give her mine. She's always bitching about that. Another thing I want to check out is these games here, Dragon Quest Builders. I want to see if there's a strategy guide for that, just out of curiosity. Maybe there is a strategy hardcover of this I want to get. It's a book, so I think Tara would agree. Right, Tara? And then the other one's Octopath Traveler. I want to see about a strat guide for that, just because. I want to see if there's a strat guide for some of the other games that I have. Because if there is, maybe that'd be good to set up the thing by series, Now, about my letter writing. My letter writing on my projects is I'm going to be working on writing some game companies. One of the games that I want to try to get on the Switch and PS4 is an enhanced version of Oblivion and Morrowind. I want to see the first 2 games made of Elder Scrolls, and then there's other games for Square Enix, Final Fantasy 1 through 6, Dragon Quest 1 through 6, maybe Dragon Quest 1 through 9 actually for Switch. This compilations, Secret of Mana, and Vandal Hearts, Xenosaga, Zelda, Ys, and then, what else? Tales games. So, name a few. Arc the Lad, Blue Dragon, Class of Heroes, Disgaea, get Disgaea 2, 3, and 4, and D2, and then because we have D5 and D1, so, and then do, the Eternal series, Final Fantasy, like I said, Grandia, Fire Emblem, Harvest Moon's impossible because, it's Harvest Moon. Kingdom Hearts, the Legend of Heroes series, Lufia, the Mario games, they're putting Mario out already, so, Mario RPG games. Phantasy Star, we're not going to see that. It's already in the Sonic collection. Pokemon, we're getting the remakes of Yellow, so there you go. And then, the other ones that is available, let me see, where's the Sega collection for a second, there is Phantasy Stars 1, 2, 3, 4. Shining Force series, is already there, so we don't need that. Record of Agarest, maybe some Rune Factory. That would be cool. Innocent Life, that's part of the Harvest Moon series, so I think I've nailed them down pretty good, the Dot Hack series, Vandal Hearts, Minecraft's already there, so, Monster Hunter, get some new Monster Hunters, but yeah, those are the game series I'm going to write companies about, and then get it done, and then, go from there, I know Sony won't go with the Untold Legends, so that's scrapped, but you get the idea. Just a whole bunch of role-playing games, and then some miscellaneous games, like, Gungnir, stuff like that, I have a whole bunch, you know, so I'm gonna just write out letters and just drop them in the outgoing box as I finish them, and then the main ones, the miscellaneous games, because they're various systems, I just gotta send them out to the various companies. Have Nintendo work with it. Since I'm a former sage and moderator, they listen, so that's why we got D3. D4 is in works, you know. Elder Scrolls 6, I'm curious to see if they'll put that on Switch too. They should, unless they make a smaller, compact, more powerful Switch. So, you know, but, you know, it's all good. So, there you have it, you know. So, I am enjoying Phantasy Star, you know. I think I got them all. Everything I'm working on, you know, game-wise, you know, A through Z, you know, that I can remember off the top of my head, you know. Aegis Eclipse. So, but, you know, it's a hobby of mine. I like to write game companies. When I was in Portland, I wrote a lot of game companies, you know, when I was a Terra. I wrote my pen pal and my, game companies, you know, because of it, but, you know, Konami, I gotta write them about Contra, Castlevania, you know, Gradius Life Force, you know, those are Bionic Commando for Konami, Breath of Fire, that's a Capcom game, so Capcom's bringing out the Mega Man series for every system. They might as well just bring it out for DS and the Switch, so we can have multiple copies, you know, PS4, because, you know, people are wanting that game series revived, so, and I actually, love it, you know, so, so there you have it, you know, so Chloe's having a smoke, the mailman's gonna be here soon, and there was an incident the other day, talking to Tara, because Tara always loves to make jokes and crack jokes about dookies, that means poo. And so, the other day I was in the bathroom using the toilet, Chloe snapped and said, "Oh, you light a fucking incense stick." I was like, you know, when you gotta shit with the door not closed, you know. However, Chloe, with the whole incident happened in March, she's, goes in, takes a bath, tells me to leave her alone, a privacy issue, but when she goes into the mirror, she's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't really like my legs, like how sexy my legs, hey, look at my little sweat hoodie dress, like how sexy I'm sitting there trying to use the bar soap going, for real? Can I have some fucking privacy? I mean, it's a two-way street. And, you know, and for TJ laughing, I finally put her in her place when it came to the ultimate griping of gulping. Yeah. Lexi, you remember that. You guys call her Tot. So, Tot basically is like, "Oh, do you have to gulp?" I'm sitting there, gulp, gulp, gulp. Like today I was gulping my soup. I had ramen soup for lunch. And Chloe's like, "Ugh." But, you know, if you basically trigger her, like, oh, at least I get paid for my disabilities, they basically flip their lids. So, you know, like Tara said, you know, Tara Beho, just get along. And I'm trying, so. So, anyways, the rest of the day, like I said, I'm going to spend on waiting for the mail and getting my stuff done. I should do that one set of spreadsheets up, totaling them up. The RPGs are the most important. The others are just secondary, you know, for fighting games and action games. I have them set up by game series and game genres. Like I have action, I have adventure, I have, you know, and action, adventure, fighting, racing, RPGs, first-person shooters. We won't go into details there. I still got to get off my butt one of these days. And I think I have it here. Yeah, here it is. Doom. I want to try. I hear the portable Doom version is really badass. So, you know, first-person shooter. I want to see how well it is. I also got the Wolfenstein. I'm trying to get Wolfenstein 1 brought out for the Switch, too, because PS4's got it and Xbox One, so. But, yeah, the Call of Duty games, I don't know anything about. I'm in the campaign mode. I don't like online, so if the game's online only, I won't play it because, frankly, I like offline. And the reason I've acquired so many RPG games is because I like to have long games. And, you know, when I had my Switch, eventually, first with Elder Scrolls 5, it was basically to play it while I was healing from lower surgery. And Instead, I got addicted to the TV, you know, which was funny because, frankly, you know, at the time I had Elder Scrolls 5, I had Zelda, which I haven't opened yet, and I had like Super Mario Odyssey. What was the other games I had? Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8, which I was gonna play having for surgery, you know, Mario Kart 8. The other one, Mario Odyssey, I had like 5 games. That's what I was talking about, Odyssey. I've never gotten to their sealed. Disgaea came out September of last year, so that was a birthday present, you know, and then I got Minecraft, which, thanks, Gabby, for letting me know. Love you, by the way, girl. That basically stated that Minecraft was, not what I wanted, so, the other games that we got was this, Xeno Chronicles from Christmas, but that's one I didn't have. I had the Wolfenstein, like says here, and then other games, you know, Mega Man 11, Mario Party, but the games I had for the Switch before surgery time was, as like I said, I had Super Mario, I had Legend of Zelda, you know, etc., etc. My sister got me Darkest Dungeon. I had Teddy for Christmas. I need to play that. She also got me others. You know, so I have plenty of games. I just need to get off my butt. Another thing I need to do is get season 2 of Heaven's Lost Property. The thing, Zelda's right there. That's this. This is one of the games I was gonna play for lower surgery while healing, and so forth and so on. And so, you know, I had Mario Kart, I had, Mario Kart, 8 Deluxe, Mario Odyssey, these two. One of the games I really was looking forward to getting into, which is a Square Enix exclusive, is Lost Sphere. I have both for PS4 and, the other. I just love long RPGs, Tara J knows this, you know. So, you know, Golf Story's really good. I just got to get into it, you know. There's other games. Crash is really cool. Chloe wants to try that. It's got extra bonus levels the PS4 doesn't have. So, you know, basically, you know, all these good games, you know, and so, you know, there's Xenoblades too. I think we had Xenoblades, the Xenoblade Chronicles for, the expansion, the standalone. I Am Setsuna, that's a game I got that's, you know, Cosmic Heroine. Love that. And you got the star thing about, yeah, I had Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Deluxe, you know, for that. And then, you know, so forth and so on, game-wise. And then, like I said, when it came to the other games, I had Skyrim, yeah, and then I had this when it came out. That was one of the games to play. I'd play that for hours. That came out in April after surgery. Chloe did buy that. And then this one, like I said, is really cool. So, for my birthday too, which was that. But everything else was really good. I think I had, you know, have them all. It's just, I think I'm missing them. Let's see. Zelda, Mario Kart, Mario Odyssey, Skyrim. I think those are the games that we had for Christmas time, you know, and then, you know, et cetera, you know, but it was just really awesome. So, you know, on that aspect, I think that's all of them, you know, on that aspect. And then, you know, like I said, we had some PS3 games, PS4, and, you know, so forth and so on. So, anyways, with that said, everyone, please, you know, look for another video next week or something. You know, I'll let you know how I do on the totals, on the spreadsheets. I'm gonna get the phone March 1st, and then phone card 2, and then we're good. And then March 3rd, I'll pay the rent, and we're set for the month. And just resupply. We're worried about the food stamps. That's the other thing. No one knows when the food stamps are coming. So, you back in, Chloe?
What's up?
You back in?
Yeah.
Mail come?
Yeah, I can.
Can you bring it to me?
It's on the counter. I'll give it to you when you're done.
Alright, well, anyways, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Just keep it nice is all we ask, and enjoy every putt. And thank you for tuning in, and hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell notification for you to get new content all the time. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.